Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about my moss transition. So about a year ago, I got a 5 foot by 6 foot greenhouse to put in my apartment, which came with a lot of complications that I was not prepared for. And the biggest one was that nothing was drying out, which all of my plants were in dirt, and that was the really big problem. And so for the past year, I've really been struggling trying to figure out how I could make this greenhouse work for my plants, because I know it was helping. All of my philodendrons, air roots, were growing crazy, which was so cool to watch them literally grow so long in midair while they rotted at the bottom. So I started transitioning to moss, which dried out a lot easier with the fan I had in there, and turns out to be a really good substitute. I was a little worried at first, but after a few experiments, it's gone pretty easy. So this one I've had for over a year, and I've kept it in this pot for quite a while. And as you can tell, you can't see any roots in the pot, and it's been in this for at least 6 months. Now, up here, where I don't judge me on my makeshift moss pole, you can see a little bit, there's already roots coming. And I put this on just a few weeks ago, and it's already starting to fill up with roots, which is kind of insane. Putting on these little things really helps with making propagations beforehand, so you already have more established roots before you chop it off. Like this one. This one, I put it straight moss straight after cutting it. And as you can tell, the bottom is full of roots and is thriving in this moss. And in this transition, which one of the most important steps is feeding your plant, because if you're growing them in moss, there's nothing there to feed them. So make sure you're giving it enough fertilizer to grow these beautiful roots, and already getting this fenestration out just from its second leaf, which is insane. But this one came straight from a cutting and into the moss, and it's been doing really well. Most of my pots have drainage holes, and I'm starting to lean towards this closed type because this one's doing really well in the enclosed cups. So I'm really debating on if I should keep using just closed ones or stay with the open, which both have been doing really well. Now this one was one of my most recent experiments. I just got this from Living and Growing a few weeks ago. It was in full dirt, which obviously I've been struggling with, so I had to make the transition. So I washed off all of the dirt and stuck it straight in the moss, which I was really worried about the shock that I was going to give to the plant. But as you can tell, it really hasn't, and it's been just exploding in this pot. The roots have been growing so well. All of the roots that you can see with the red and the white fuzzies are brand new roots that have grown. Now it did have a pretty good root ball in it, but it was just gonna rot in my house, so I had to make the transition. But it was definitely a success. Stick around to find out what else I'm gonna start growing in moss. Bye guys.